Morning, everyone. Morning warm up. So, we all have stress, right? Do you ever wonder why we have stress and how to deal with stress effectively in the moment? I'm going to give you three things to think about. And these are called the three F's, as in Frank, right? F. Here we go. So, the first one is fatigue. You know, when we're feeling stressed, many times it's because we're fatigued. And so, what do we need to do? We need to go back and look at our sleep quality, our food consumption quality, our hydration, our exercise. Many times the reason why we can't cope with the stress is because we're fatigued, maybe mentally, maybe physically. So one of the key things to eliminating stress is taking care of yourself, right? Having a routine, having a good exercise regime. These are things that can reduce stress. Number two is fear. I call it the what ifs, right? Catastrophizing. Instead of focusing on what would happen and what would be positive and being optimistic, right? And having faith that things are going to work out, what we do is we ruminate on the negative. And that comes from a place of fear. Oftentimes it comes from a place of scarcity. Folks, check your mindset. You might want to read the book by Carol S. Dweck called Mindset. You might want to read the book about The Gap in the Gain by Dan Sullivan and Benjamin Hardy. But really think, where do you tend to go? Do you go to a place of fear first, or do you go to a place of optimism first? Think about that. And then the last F is focus. Folks, we have thoughts, all these thoughts during the course of the day, and those thoughts focus our energy. Right? Where your focus goes is where your energy flows. And if you want to ruminate and focus on negative stuff, right? You're going to create stress. You just are. And so how many of you are conscious in the moment of your thoughts? How many of you in the moment take that thought and say, wait a second, is this thought benefiting me? What could be the opposite of this negative, pessimistic thought? Could it be something down the path of faith, down the path of optimism, down the path of possibility? So I want you to think about that. So when you're feeling stressed, go visit these. Number one, are you fatigued? Number two, are you coming from a place of fear? And number three, what are you choosing to focus on? And if you get really good at identifying that in the moment, it's amazing on how you can start reducing the level of stress you might be having. All right, everybody, hey, make it a great day. Be awesome, help somebody. We'll talk to you later.